Okay, on the left side of the tractor, on the rear differential, they said to look for a teardrop shaped cap. This here is the only thing that I can see that's even remotely teardrop. It's behind my clutch linkage here. Oops, let me back out. My clutch linkage, and this unit here is the rear differential here up on the side. So I'm going to try to break this loose. I got my 5-gallon bucket below it, and see what comes out. Hopefully this is where my filter screen is for all my fluid. It appears to be a 12 millimeter, so we'll see what happens. Of course, clutch linkage is going to be in the way. Seems like there's a spring on the back side of it. Yeah, it's pretty springy, so hope I'm in the right spot. Oop, I lost my spring. Oh, of course I can't reach it. There's a spring. Yeah, so this looks like my filter screen. I was correct. And it appears to be very clogged. Looks like I've got some orange paint shavings, some regular metal shavings. Oh yeah, I would say that's clogged. I'll give you guys a pretty good view of it. This is all my transmission or UTD oil. So here is the filter screen. As you can see, there's all kinds of little, I don't know if those are, yeah, those definitely look like metal shavings to me. But it's all covered and it looks like orange and dog hair. So we're going to clean this up with some diesel. Can't really see inside. But we'll just get some diesel and we'll just clean this sucker up. So to give you a better look, here are the two bolts, and this is the teardrop shape. I would say it's more of a diamond shape, but then that's the spring that was behind it, holding it in place. So I'll clean these up with some brake cleaner or something, get all that dirt that's caked in oil off of it, make it look nice and pretty. Alright, so I don't have any diesel because I put it in my tractor already. So what I do have is gasoline. I'm going to put the open end down so all the particulates and everything fall out of the bottom, because this side doesn't have an open end, it's closed. So I'm going to stick it in the gas. We're just going to let it do its thing. It's still crazy. Alright, back with some more gas. Like the other stuff was just too diluted. This one seems to be working quite well. You see all those particulates in there, all the shiny flakes and everything coming off. Everything's settling down to the bottom. So we'll let that soak for a bit and then we'll come back. Alright, so here's my filter screen. So as you can see, cleaned it out pretty well. And even on the inside you can see light coming through it, as before you couldn't see anything. So I think this is as good as I'm going to get it. There's still some metal shavings here and there that I can't get with a toothbrush or my fingers. So I think the next time that I change the fluid, I'll just buy a new filter screen. It looks to be in pretty good condition. It's starting to come apart at the edge here, but overall there's no cracks, it's not rusted, and it's still pretty sturdy. So I'm going to insert this back in. Alright, I'll go ahead and do everything in reverse order. Do our filter screen opened in first. Go ahead and slide this puppy all the way in there. Took some finagling to get it out at the beginning. So I don't know if I gotta lift up, turn to the left, push down. There we go. So now it's in there. Next thing is our spring. There, it's the same size on either end, so I don't think it matters which direction you put the spring on. I'm gonna hold on to that until I get the cover. Alright, so I got my cover, my spring. I'm I'm going to slide it right over the end there. Hold down with one hand. Oh, this is super awkward. And then put a screw into the bottom one, because that's the one I can get with my awkwardness here. Now I'm going to move this 5-gallon bucket below so I don't drop tools in it. So it might be a little easier to use a Phillips screwdriver because it's got a Phillips head on it to get it started. So I'm just going to hand tighten this. Boom. Finish off the other one. Done. There we go. Alright, so word on the street is, this is my clutch lever on the left side, that this bolt here is your oil fill window. I guess what you do is you park your tractor on a level surface. Once it's level, you remove this bolt, and it's got a washer behind it, and you fill your transmission until it starts to, the word in the form was gush like a geyser. Then you quickly insert your bolt and washer back on, and that's how you know when you're full. I have something from the dealer that says so much fluid goes into this case, so much fluid goes into this case, and so much fluid goes into the differential, and so much fluid goes into another compartment somewhere that I have no idea. It's my understanding that these two cases here are all open in one unit, so fluid can go back and forth freely from all of the cases. That's what I've seen so far. So all those added up equal about 26 quarts of fluid. So I think once we get to 26, it should start leaking out of this fill. I'm not exactly on a level surface. I'm on the driveway, so we'll give it a shot. Okay, so you can see it's just a bolt with a washer, and then it's just a hole straight to the case. We'll figure out which one I hit first, if I hit that hole or if I hit the 26 quarts. It started leaking out of my overflow dealio on my side, or the I guess oil fill window. So what I'm going to do now is start it up, drive it around, get all the fluids going, and then see what it's at. So we put about 12 quarts, maybe 14 quarts into the transmission before the what I think is the oil window started spilling out hydraulic oil, or the UTD fluid. I don't know if there is another 12 quarts in between the front differential, the rear differential, the hydraulic lines and stuff like that. But I cycled the hydraulic lines by bringing the loader bucket up and down and tilting it forward and dumping it and stuff, and then use the four-wheel drive. I don't know if the four-wheel drive has anything to do with the transmission fluid. I would assume if the UTD fluid goes to the front differential and the rear differential, it wouldn't hurt to engage the four-wheel drive to maybe get the fluid going. But I turned the PTO, high RPMs, drove around for about 5 minutes. Didn't do anything extraneous with the tractor. So I could see maybe another 12 quarts in all the hydraulic lines that I've got on this thing, all the return lines, and in between the front differential and the rear differential. So maybe one of these days I'll do a full hydraulic flush, totally wipe it out, and then we'll see what it looks like. But if I do another tractor maintenance video, I'll give you guys an update on that.